Hello, and welcome to the Art of Teaching the Whole Child in a Pandemic, Cultivating Trauma-Sensitive Practices for Resilience. This is your tutorial for your pulse chart. So remember our daily form that we started sending out a few weeks ago, and you get it into your inbox about 2 p.m. each day. You click on the link, in about 2 minutes you complete the form as often as you can get to it. And then you celebrate the fact that you're taking care of yourself by noticing your pits and your peaks of the day, how well your students were engaged, how well you followed through on some of the strategies you're working on, all of those things, and go into this form right here. The good news is that it becomes your own pulse chart. So this link will be provided in class and it'll come to your inbox on a weekly basis on Friday. So you can take a look at one of these graphs and we'll dive in, noticing that that scale of 0 to 10 is what we're looking for, higher scores being better. And we'll have an average for this window of about 14 days. Over the last 14 days, it'll just always be updating. And the last 14 days, whenever you're looking at it, you can see what that average was. So you can see things like the fact that, just as very commonly experienced, that there was initially some great experience with your self-care habits, and then they've started to steady out a little bit lower than we were hoping to. So maybe you take note of that when you go in there. But we'd love to hear from you what you're seeing in your own pulse chart, even though you don't have to share with us, but take a look at it and see what you're learning from it. And then also on the chart is at the very bottom some peaks and pits that you can look at for yourself. So being able to notice, what have been your peaks lately, so you can treat yourself with gratitude and reflect on those and think back about those moments that you've really appreciated. And then those pits. And so you can notice, what are some patterns that you're seeing in your pits and how can you target those with more positive habits and kind of planning for your self-care around those or certain strategies. So why might you be doing this? It's a great question to ask, and we want to emphasize this as not an evaluative purpose, but to be your Fitbit or your Apple Watch to help you notice your trends, to help you make decisions about the strategies that you want to use that data to progress monitor your own professional, personal goals for the year. So some frequently asked questions that you might have are, what can I do with this? So, primarily to monitor your wellness and habits, especially if you bookmark it. Like I said, we're going to be sending it to you on a weekly basis, but if you bookmark it, then you can take a look at it anytime. And it'll also help you find gratitude for your peaks, reflect on your pits, and then use it for setting your baseline and monitoring your progress in these areas that you're focusing this year. Will it be evaluative? No, but we will be aggregating responses on our end to keep a pulse on the series as a whole and how everyone's doing, so we're being responsive to your needs. But individual identifiable data will not be used for evaluative purposes. And maybe your questioning is, what should I use for my personal goals, my professional learning goals? Well, ultimately, that's up to you. We'd encourage you to check with your administrator, your colleagues. You can email me with ideas if you're not sure. But it's ultimately your decision about how you'd like to track your own goals. To be able to notice your trends with this data, to treat yourself with gratitude, to make decisions about the strategies that you'd like to use, and track your own personal goals for the year. So we'd love to hear your thoughts. We're going to be posting this in the class soon, and we'd love to hear what your thoughts are, your reactions to being able to keep a pulse on yourself in this way, to be able to continue to grow in a number of ways that I'm really impressed with everyone who is participating and your resilience this year already by doing this. And so we want to be able to celebrate and keep a pulse on that continued progress so that you are empowered with great data to be able to monitor how well your year is going and what we can do to continue to grow together. So thank you for tuning in for your tutorial here, and I look forward to hearing from you.